Hi, guys. I want to discuss a common scenario that I see with people who are going through custody issues. Sometimes the one parent who is not that prevalent in the kid's life or is not that connected with the children suddenly pretend to be parent of the year right before they head into litigation. This just happened with a client of mine the other day, and she brought it up. How do I deal with it when he suddenly starts being like Disney dad at nighttime with the kids? They're still living under the same roof. And this was the person who was basically disengaged from the kids for the last 15 years. So I'm going to use the coaching model to demonstrate how it's best to deal with a situation like that. In a coaching model, oh, my dog is moving. This is Vince, everybody. In the coaching model, there are 5 components. The circumstance is sort of the facts of what's going on. You have a thought about the issues. You have some thought. Your thought creates a feeling inside of you, and the feeling matters because it's what generates how you behave, the way you act, the way you talk to your kids, and that will give the results or the effect that the whole scenario has. So let's look at this Disney dad scenario. Okay, circumstance, Disney dad. Suddenly your ex is appearing as parent of the year for your kids. And of course, this makes all of my clients crazy and makes them very anxious, actually terrified sometimes is what they say. And it makes them feel that way because of a thought that they're thinking. And the thought is some flavor usually of, he's going to successfully manipulate the kids so that if the kids talk to a therapist or if they're assessed, they're going to say, oh, dad's fantastic. They think that this is a problem, my clients. So they're feeling anxious. What do they do when they feel anxious? Well, of course, they try to micromanage the situation. That's what we all do when we're feeling anxious. And we worry a lot. We ruminate about it. We think about all the terrible things that might happen. And we try to be present while he's there being Disney dad. And we try to mitigate the effects of it and maybe ask our kids a lot of questions about what dad is doing. And we basically try to control and micromanage the situation. In a way, we become kind of manipulative to our kids when we behave this way. So this is kind of the unskilled model that I find most of my clients in until I start working with them. And I want to just zip ahead to a skilled model. So the skilled model means we change the thought. Same circumstance, but we're going to give equal airtime to another thought and realize that this, in fact, this thought is not true at all. It's just actually a misunderstanding with the way the world works. Because the truth is, kids are not so easy to manipulate, especially teenage kids and especially teenage girls. And that's the situation in this household. So the skilled model looks something like this. Circumstance, we have our Disney dad. And the way we can think about this, and the way I would encourage you to think about it, is to understand the truth of the world, which is kids detect and sniff out insincerity. They're very good at it. They're very good at it because they've been doing it from a very young age in the sandbox, in the schoolyard. They know the lay of the land, and the older they get, the better they get at doing it. Teenage girls especially are wonderful at sniffing out insincerity. They deal with it left, right, and center in their social life. So kids will figure it out, they detect it. So you don't have to feel anxious. You can actually feel totally calm about it and not worry at all about it. So if you're feeling calm and confident that your kids will detect what's going on, how do you behave? You're going to stay in your own lane. You're going to just be the wonderful parent that you normally are, and you're going to stay out of the lane of your ex, not try to micromanage or control that situation. Step away from it. It's not a problem at all. And the result is that your kids figure things out.